got a cigar of your own, I see.
Yeah, I'm smoking the Joe Burrow.
You smoking on the Joe Burrow?
I'm smoking on the Joe Burrow.
Hey, bitch. Bitch. Hey. I don't need security, bitch. I keep that Draco when I steal. Niggas, bitches, they'll talk about you, but never say how they feel. Fuck a gang, and if you walk with me, don't count, just keep it real. I ain't gon' speak on what I did, his ass know how that hot shit feel. Leave him stainless with the steel. Bro, them hitting shit for real. Call no shots, but if you fuck with me, little boy, I get you killed. Who you kill, bitch, be for real. Bitch, we winning in that field. All that nigga do is rap, his ass ain't never did a drill.
Go ahead, do your little intro.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is another week, and we are here to drop a sports show on you. It's your boy Mo Crosby alongside the other guy. Welcome to Earth2 Sports Talk with Mo. Lamar Jackson. I think I'm gonna. You know what? I have an idea of how I want to start this show today. I'm gonna. Bruh, do you know? Every time, it never fails. My day from whenever I wake up to whenever I'm done with work till before we start the show, my phone is dry.
And as soon as the show, everybody want to call you?
Everybody wants to hit me up, and it makes no sense to me. But anyways, I was gonna start the show, by saying something like this. You know what? Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do you one better.
I'm the Lamar Jackson guy. That's my guy. I believe in him, and I'll take him in every fourth quarter situation from here until the end of it.
I'm a Lamar Jackson guy, and that's my guy. Any fourth quarter situation, I'll take him until he retires. And unfortunately, this fourth quarter situation that happened last week, he got into a situation where I don't think it was his fault. A lot of people are still gonna Lamar Jackson fumbles, turnovers, and all that stuff, right? I saw the game. I saw how it ended. It's unfortunate that Lamar Jackson also doesn't play defense. He doesn't play corner. Because Freaky Deshaun didn't play like a light out. He did not play like the greatest game in the world. If we are going to be honest, he played a good second half. He didn't play
really back. It's not about Deshaun. Get back to Lamar.
I'm getting there, bro. Calm down. But the best thing about that game is it was a 1:00 game. So, and it was, it's an early game in the day. So the other games hadn't happened yet. The two of the top three quarterbacks didn't happen. One on Sunday and one on Monday. So, Lamar Jackson, did not have a great game. 2 picks. One of the picks outside of the tipped one at the line. His first pick was, what the hell are you doing, Lamar? Like, horrible. Lamar does that. But Lamar is also the person that you need. Like, Lamar gives and Lamar takes. But I would take what Lamar gives a lot more than I would take from a lot of these other quarterbacks, if we're being honest. Okay. Especially 2 out of the top 3 I played last week. And that's what I'm going to say.
Okay, here's the thing. Lamar's a top 10 quarterback in the league. There's no question about it.
Top 10. Okay.
You cannot find 10 quarterback better than Lamar Jackson. In fact, 10 quarterback better than Lamar Jackson in the league right now. Please, if you can find 10, I'll wait.
I mean, according to the media, you can find
no.
Me personally,
we're not doing this. We're not doing this according to the media.
No. So are you asking me?
Us. I'm asking you.
Lamar is a top 3 quarterback for me.
Top 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, So the point I was making is Lamar's a top 10 quarterback for me. You could argue top 5, 6, or 7. You could argue that, right? But as you're saying, Lamar gives and Lamar takes. That's also a problem because what Lamar takes.
Okay, go ahead.
Because what Lamar takes is too many damn fumbles. What Lamar takes is ill-advised interceptions. What Lamar takes is is like holding on to the ball too long. So I'm talking about Lamar here. Please feel free to mention everybody else you want to mention, but we're talking about Lamar.
No, we'll get there.
And
we'll get there. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the fact that I get what you're saying. Lamar gives, Lamar takes, and especially on a team like Ravens, you don't have a lot of other options. You don't have you don't have a stud wide receiver, who can force make plays.
You have Shaq, you have Celtic Shaq Odell right now. Okay.
Yeah,
You watch basketball, you know what I mean.
Possibly Phoenix Suns Shaq, So again, you have that, you have that version of Odell right now. You have guys, the rest of this team, they can't stay healthy and they can't catch the ball. So we have that problem. But here's the thing: the same thing you're saying about Lamar right now, the same argument I've heard for LeBron every time since like 2003. And
this is football, bro. Now, if I did that, let me just stop you right there for 1 second. Because if I did what you just did, why are we talking about LeBron?
Have you tried listening? I know you like talking, but have you tried listening?
No, I don't care. You're gonna make a point. But I will tell you this.
Have you tried
you're gonna make a
listening?
point. You're gonna make a point. But I'm gonna tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you said LeBron, I'm gonna just let you know that the door is open for a lot of things from me. So go ahead.
Cool. Here's the thing. Here's what I will say. You're a Lamar Jackson guy. You would take Lamar Jackson, 10 times out of 10 in the fourth quarter situation. But here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar gives, Lamar takes, right?
I said that. Yes, I know that.
Okay, great. So when Lamar gives, we can't be like, oh, we praise Lamar, but when Lamar takes, we be like, oh, but what about the other guy? What about this? What about that?
You just sat here and said, choosing. I'm not picking and choosing. You like this is the argument for Lamar that I don't quite understand. Lamar Jackson entered the NFL, right? To the Ravens, not a number one pick, he was what was he? He was first day, right? He was at the end of the first day, or was he the second day? Lamar, right. He was projected high, fell all the way down to the first day at the end of the first day, right? He had he put the expectation on himself that he was going to bring the Ravens to the Super Bowl. No one else did that for him because when you go that far down in the first day, you're not. There's no expectations on you. When you go top 5 first day, you have the expectations of the world. 1, 2. Lamar Jackson also went into a Ravens situation where they were coming off of Joe Flacco. There was no stud talent on wide receiver, nothing. Lamar Jackson won an MVP in that same organization, and top tier NFL analysts cannot name a wide receiver on that team that he won the MVP on, but he won it because he had 3,500 passing, 1,500 rushing, combined for touchdowns as well. Lamar Jackson has almost lived up to his expectations for the Ravens without, winning in the postseason. And I think that's the only, that's the next level, the next notch for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think when we discuss Lamar Jackson, I think there is a thing that we don't do for Lamar that we do for everybody else. And which is why when people say, what about, right? Is because you give the other guys so much context in their conversations. Joshua Trevor Allen, the second.
Who gives him all the context?
Okay, I'm listen. Maybe you, maybe everybody else, but when people discuss the other guys, there's so much context in their conversations. Oh well, Joe Burrow for the first 5 games of the season. Oh, he's hurt. Next thing, Shannon Sharp now went on TV and said, "Oh, if you're hurt and you're on the field, you got to ball out. That's not an excuse, right? And I said the same thing. If you're hurt and you're on the field, play. If you know it's gonna affect the way you play, sit down, because you're not doing anybody any good if you are out there not going 100% to go, right? And you are the reason why your team isn't living up.
Not in football, you're not.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I sit down and I hear that for Joe Burrow, and I'm like, okay, great. But Joe Burrow also entered into the NFL. He missed 1 season, right? So his rookie year doesn't count. He came into his rookie year with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Uzama, Uzama was their other guy until he got traded. Joe Mixon. That is the situation Joe Burrow came into. But tell anyone today, Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback in the league.
Oh, but also, hold on. All right. You stopped me mid-point, so let me stop you here. You're saying, they give context for the other guys. Let me add some more context to Joe Burrow.
I'll take your 20, Anthony. I will take that 20 and remove that stupid duck shit off your off your. It's see you all day, baby.
You're a little violent today. Let me relax. Let's relax. Okay. So,
Oh my
okay.
God.
So, yo,
Okay.
Anthony, I'm gonna get back to his comment in a second. But Mo, you see how you say you want to add context? You know, people add context for the other guys, and people don't add context for Lamar Jackson.
They don't.
The other guy they add context for also went to a Super Bowl. The other guy they add context for
And lost.
also won.
And lost.
Lamar, how far has Lamar has gone?
Okay, if the other guy went to the Super Bowl and won, then you can have an argument. He did not win, so I don't care because you know who else went to the Super Bowl? You know who else went to the Super Bowl? Brad Johnson. Do we ever talk about Brad Johnson? Do you know who else went to the Super Bowl? Fucking help me out. He just played for the Colts last year.
I was adding context. I was adding context.
That
right.
Went to the Super Bowl and did what with it? You know why Patrick? Hold on. You know why Patrick Mahomes is almost Teflon, even though if you look at this season, according to Patrick Mahomes standards, it is so subpar. Do you know why he's Teflon from any conversation? Because if you look at his numbers, he's having a very mid, almost Brock Purdy-like season. You know why he's Teflon? Because he has two. Okay. You know what that does for you? It makes you almost untouchable. You're not untouchable till you win it. So I don't care.
Cool.
You're the first loser. Next.
Okay, cool. Next. But meanwhile, Lamar hasn't sniffed. They're
all in this. And guess what? They're still the same. Because what does your division? Okay. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
No, hold on.
Let me ask you a question. Yesterday, would you rather hang up a Super Bowl banner or a AFC Championship banner? Like, which would you rather be proud of?
Well, here's the thing. Ideally,
I guess.
Ideally, if we take a hierarchy, Super Bowl banner, then division championship banner like AFC Championship, and then winning your actual division. I'll probably put there's a hierarchy.
So
where Lamar falls in the hierarchy
now. We care about that now. I'm just
Yes. No. I care about hierarchy. Yes.
Bet. I love it.
Yes. I care about hierarchy now.
Rexon, I promise you, I swear to God, I will run this segment back at some point in my life. It doesn't have to be this season. It doesn't have to be next season. I will run this shit back. Go ahead.
Bro, here's the thing.
You don't care. Go ahead. Tell me you don't care.
You know me. I still on everything on what the fuck I say. I stand on that. I still on what I say, bro.
I bet. This is a fun show, bro. Like, mind you, the show hasn't even. We haven't even gotten into the show, but this is fun.
Like I said, bro, you talking like I'm the kind of guy who's gonna back up. Oh no, did I really say that? No, I still know what I said, bro.
Fine, but guess what?
What I'm saying is,
matter of fact, I'm going to clip it today. I'm going to clip it today.
Send me the clip so I can save it too.
Bet.
Matter of fact, you know what? Send it to me. I will post it on TikTok and Instagram. That way. Guess what? Everybody sees
it too. Forever. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
So I just want to know, for clarity, now we care about winning the AFC Championship game, even if you don't win the Super Bowl, that is a good thing for you and your team.
Yes, it is.
Bet. That's all I need to know. Bet.
Yes.
So now, because the Lamar never did it, he's so much better than Lamar.
Who?
Anybody.
I never said anything about being so much better than Lamar. What I'm saying, you were talking about context. You were talking about, when you talking about the other guys,
if you're going to add all that context for the other guy, who is Lamar? Who is this? So let me Joe Burrow, same division.
Okay.
Who is his anchor?
What do you mean? Like his receivers?
Yes. Bet. Scammers. Everybody knows that you're an African scammer now. Who are his anchors?
Jamar Chase,
bruh. And where would you put? No, hold on. Where would you put Jamar Chase in context of wide receivers going today?
Top 5.
Easy.
Yes.
And it doesn't. You and depending on what day you feel like, he could be top 3.
Yes.
Boom.
But Justin Jefferson still exists, and so does
Justin Jefferson is not played for a good
Okay,
portion of the
but
season.
you saying depends on the
And
time.
it depends on what day. Yeah, it depends on the time of day.
Yeah,
Like
fair enough. Fair enough.
right. Remember, wasn't it last season I traded? I literally went with the white boy, 1-for-1, Jake. Right? We went.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you would
We should get Jake back on the show.
Yeah, no one vetoed that trade. You want to know why no one
Mm.
vetoed that trade? It's like, oh,
Mhm.
you're getting the same person, like right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so who's the other one? T. Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you put T. Higgins in terms of wide receivers going today?
That's a tough one because
that is a tough one though.
it's a tough one because I think so.
T. Higgins depends on the time. T.
That's what I'm
Higgins
saying. Because for me, because for example, right? If I look at 32 teams, I'm thinking, do I have a number one in every single team? Because if I have a number one in every single team, then T. Higgins fall automatically at least 33.
Out of
right?
30, yeah.
So I'm saying. So now I'm thinking like, okay, does every team out
you don't have a number one in the Ravens.
No,
okay, look at their division. Look at that division.
No. I'm saying, and some teams have two number one and number two that I would take over T. Higgins. Like for example,
no, I'm just telling
right
you
now
within that division.
Like
let's
right now.
Let's not go out that division. Yeah, let's look within that division.
Just in that division. If you're talking just in that division, then there's not a whole lot of guys in that division. Like
because you're not taking. I mean, Zay Flowers is still a rookie, so you don't really know where he is, right?
So, but I'm saying, so as far as like that division goes, I think the Bengals definitely have the best receivers in that division for sure, because Pittsburgh, got Pickens, so that would be the number one.
Pickett goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm saying, if we're talking number one, I would put Pickens over T. Higgins, as a number one.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. Right. So same way, and then you look at Cleveland. Do Cleveland have a true number one? Amari Cooper
on a good day.
Yeah, so I'm like, so same thing with T. Higgins, like, but I'll put Amari as a number one, for his squad. Meanwhile, so I, in that division goes, there's not a whole lot of, a lot of great receivers in that division. But
if you were Ravens GM,
but hold on. No,
okay.
The reason I mentioned that is because I'm like, if we flip, use that same logic, like when I was mentioning that every team has at least one number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Raven have a true number one, cool. But then you look at like the NFC West, for example, and Seahawks arguably have two between Metcalf and Lockett. I would choose both of those guys over Higgins. So
drop Zay Flowers has way too many drops.
100%.
T. Higgins is becoming not anyway. But then the thing about T. Higgins to me is, I would take Gabe Davis over him, and to me they're almost the same person.
The thing is though, I don't think T. Higgins could ever be a true number one and
on that team though.
Yeah,
on that team.
Because as long as Jamar Chase is there, you always be number two.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So like we always and again, Jamar Chase said after like game 3 or game 4, he's like, "Yo, I'm always open.
I'm always open." And guess what happened?
He said that
2 touchdowns next game. Like I don't. So he's always open.
So as far as it goes, like he can never be a true number one in that team. But the thing is, though, I also think that
what's CD got to do with this?
You know what? Right,
that's true.
Right, as drunk sit down. I'm saying. I think if you put T. Higgins on a different team, he could. Yeah. But what could also happen is he could also look as good as he does because everybody's focused on on the guy opposite of him. Mm-hmm. It's the same logic. It's the same logic.
Davis.
Yeah, it's the same logic. With Gabe Davis, it's the same logic I used when I told you that if you're going against the Avengers, it's very much possible that Hawkeye could be the one that catch you with an arrow in the back of the head because you're not paying attention to him.
Because you're not paying attention to Hawkeye.
You're like, you got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger problems. Like
guns. Yeah, you
got the big guns, so you're not paying attention to him. So
right.
So that's all. So as far as we're saying though, I don't think we're saying anything like vastly different. We're just saying like in terms of context goes, yes, they often use a lot of context for the other guys, right? But also, you realize that when they are slandering those guys, they don't hold back either.
But that's the thing. So maybe it's me, and maybe it's my timeline, and maybe it's what I watch, or maybe it's the media I consume, because I don't see it. Listen, this is the first time in my life that I've seen a graphic like this when it comes to Joshua Trevor Allen. Like, this is the first time in my life that I've seen a graphic like this.
Bro.
You don't see this many times.
Ryan Clark went in on Josh Allen. Like, I think a few weeks ago. he basically was saying, listen, we don't know if this guy want to be good or not. We don't know if he is good or not because again, like because
But
again,
time out. But do you see who did it? I'm not trying. I might be making a point, and you might be trying to. You might catch on. I'm trying to. But do you see who did it? Do you see who made that point?
Yes, I see who made the point. Yeah, I see who made the point.
Because on Monday morning, when I'm watching, was the first take? The one
first take,
yeah, the one with
Stephen A.
and Unk,
Shannon Sharp, and
they sat there and told me, oh, the same Monday morning, where you have Joe Burrow throw back-to-back like make it make sense. Granted, they were this close to win, but you I feel like the reason they lost that game is because he threw those 2 interceptions back to back. Mind you, the score is still the same on both of those possessions. It's 27-17, 27-17, and he threw one, right? Overthrew high one, and then he threw one in the end zone. So I'm sitting here saying this is the same Sunday, right? But the conversation is I'm worried about Lamar throwing interceptions or Lamar's turnovers. But guess what? One of those teams has a better record.
Yeah. But you know what though? Unfortunately,
yes, Joshua Trevor Allen, like he has all the white names. He has all the white names. And do you know who's quietly a mid quarterback that no one is talking about? You call him Maybelline. He's over there in Jacksonville. He's not playing lights out, but guess what? They've been quietly winning, and because they've been winning, no one is talking about him.
Also, as far as it goes, that man. Listen, I watched Jacksonville play for this season. Bro, this season. No. I'm saying this season I've been watching them more than I've ever watched Jacksonville in the history of the NFL. I've been watching them more. No, seriously, I've been watching a lot of their games, and again, he might be in terms of talent wise and stuff in terms of he might be mid, but one thing about it though is the fact that when they're playing well, he knows what to do with the football. When they're playing well, he knows that. Listen, you know what? Sometimes I gotta turn around and just hand it off. Sometimes I gotta do a short pass. He knows what to do with the football, and occasionally he will make plays with his legs. So he's not exactly he's not a bad quarterback.
Oh, I need to get to this. I need to get to this one right here in a minute. But when you're done, let's get to this.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll get to that. So as far as it goes, he's the number's not spectacular, but like you said, he's been quietly winning games because they're not doing too much.
Right, and because they're quietly winning, no one is talking about them. They're not super exciting. CJ Stroud on the other hand.
But again, showstopper. He's young. He's playing on the team that nobody, everybody expected to do trash. Trevor Lawrence is mid. He's a heck of a beat.
No, seriously, and it's because he's inconsistent. But speaking of inconsistent quarterbacks, can we talk? Let's just finish this Lamar segment. Ultimately, I think Lamar does get an unfair shake when it comes to the NFL. I'm always going to say that. There's nothing that's ever going to stop me from saying that because, again, like I said, on the same Monday that people are discussing, you have Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp yelling, well, I'm so worried about Lamar turning the ball over. But guess what? That in that same division, that the guys who the number 2 quarterback, because, again, he is the number 2 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
Through 2 picks. On goal line pick and an end zone pick. And I feel like those 2 picks, because if you convert one of those 2 picks, it's not a tie game, but you're closer to winning the game.
Something, now that you mentioned it, you know something I think about though? I could see what you mean by in terms of he gets an unfair shake. We talk about that at length, not just on the show, but on the phone and stuff like that. In addition to that though, I think they're more worried about Lamar because they see that Lamar doesn't have he doesn't have much room for error on his team. He doesn't have room for error. So, for example, if Joe Burrow, plays, a bad game here and there, it's like one game he could come out through a 2 to Jamar Chase, 1 to T Higgins, let Nixon get another one. All of a sudden, they win the game, freaking 35 or 40 points. They can do that. But with Lamar, the reason why he gets a lot more scrutiny is because if Lamar doesn't perform well,
that team is bad.
Is not doing nothing.
And you know what's funny? That brings us here. Because guess what? The Ravens last year were a playoff contender, big
Until
playoff
Lamar got
contender.
injured.
Lamar
Until
got hurt.
injured. Yeah.
We saw what happened with that. So yes, there's a mixture. I will give you this, Anthony. There's a mixture of the Ravens defense and Lamar Jackson and that Ravens offense, whatever you want to call it, because that Pittsburgh game and the game last week is very it shows you how what that Ravens the consistency of that Ravens defense because and that Ravens offense, because again, you're up 21. Was it 21 skunk? Did they skunk?
Yeah.
Was it skunk? Yeah. And then you come in
3.
and so yeah, 21-3, and then your defense just decides not to play football again at any point.
Yeah.
Right? And then you come back again. This is also on the offense. You come back in the second half, and instead of adding more points, now you get all the stuff that we've been complaining about: drops,
fumbles,
turnovers, fumbles.
Yeah.
Like you can't. So it's on both of them.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
I can be objective and I can say that.
Okay. So you know what? Since we're talking defense, I think if there's one defense that has carried their team for this entire season, no, not even. Cowboys.
Oh man.
Cowboys defense been carrying that team like since like week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yes. 1,000%. 1,000%. He's never had it fair.
Yeah. So the question was this one. Number one passing in the NFL.
I mean, we all know it's Sam Howell, and this is why I want to take this one, right? Because in 2012, 14, 15, 16, the Washington Redskins were letting go of one Robert Griffin III, and they were letting him go, right? And then they were starting, right? They were starting one Captain Kirkland brand Cousins. Listen, Kirk Cousins has had numbers ever since he's touched. Like, again, didn't we look at his numbers on the show once? He's had production. So if you're going to hype up Sam Howell's numbers this season, and you're one of those Washington fans that have always said, because this is my take on it. A lot of Washington fans don't like Kirk Cousins because they think he's the reason RG3 didn't succeed, right? You can't blame him. Blame ownership, blame coaching. It's not his fault. But Kirk Cousins has done one thing in this NFL. He has had numbers. Maybe not wins, maybe not playoff wins, but he's had numbers. And when he retires, see what I mean? He's probably one of those fans that is RG. It was Robert Griffin III.
Yeah, that's it. First of all, I can't remember last time I actually said his full name, like, including now.
I was gonna say something, but you know what? I'm trying to be better, so I'm not gonna say. Anyways, Roquan Swift. Yes.
Mo. Like one thing I will say though.
Please don't say it. I promise you, don't say it.
No. It's not what you're thinking. But like one thing I will say though, dude, you say you were trying to do better, and you have. Like that's actually impressive because like it's actually impressive, bro. Like seriously, because okay. Because again, I always get on you where I'm like, I tell you, I call you whatever I want, like jokingly, but like when you say like, I'm trying to do better, I'm like, I will say something to antagonize you, like, nope, I'm not taking the bait. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like,
my bad, I'm changing. New year, new me. Sorry to disappoint. No, but
I hate it.
I think that's another quarterback to me who also, but it's too late now because Joshua Dobbs has taken his position. Like that's the owner of the Vikings organization today.
First of all,
I don't care. He's 2-0. He's 2-0 as a Viking. He's 2-0. Go ahead.
Okay. Speaking of 2-0. Pierce and Raiders since he took over,
bruh. That's I don't know what to say.
Max Crosby told y'all niggas he was coming. And
he said, Max Crosby told y'all niggas to pull up. Max Crosby got on live and was like, yo, y'all need to pull up.
Yo, that's true, bro. He got a new car and he's like, I can bring you, bro. Like, yo.
So man, let's because this was supposed to be a quarterback heavy cast for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm here to talk about two quarterbacks right now.
Mhm.
One who everyone I stayed on the bus and people
Mhm.
clowned me. I was on that Russ bus and people were clowning me. I think you clowned me, Jake clowned me. Um, um, no, they really are starting to feel like the Raiders again. You clown me, Jay clown me. I'm pretty sure Anthony and Drunk clown me for staying on that Russ bus. But when it came down to it, all you gotta do is that's
Oh,
all you have to do.
your mic cut out. We didn't hear you.
Oh, my bad. All you have
It
to
cut
let
out again. Stop clapping your hand. Just stand still and speak because it's gonna cut out.
all you have is let
Stop doing that. Every time you move your hand, the mic stop. Literally, you can listen to it, bro. Every time you do it,
all you
stand
have to
still.
do is let Russ cook.
See, now it came out
Simple.
clearly. There you go.
Simple. I know I did that on purpose. But let Russ cook. And I've been saying this for too long. Russ didn't really lose it. He just hadn't had like it's one of those things where you get into a new situation and
Okay.
people have to build that trust.
Mo, here's the
Uh-huh.
thing. I'm with you here. I'm listening to you. I'm letting you go off about let Russ cook. Okay, I'm letting that happen. But let's not act like Russell Wilson did not pull up to Denver last year and shit the bed like it was actually terrible the entire year. He was not good, bro. Come on now. Thank you, Drunk. Divine intervention, bro. Like, bro, the mic tried every single time, and he kept going. Like he wouldn't stop.
Listen. Because when it came down to it, I saw a post that was really funny, and I don't think I should repeat the post, but I'm going to repeat. I'm getting better. I'm not better yet. I'm going to repeat the post. They said the caption said, when Russ saw the script that said throw a pick to DeMar Hamlin. If you've seen Into the Spider-Verse where Miles goes, nah, I'ma do me.
You sent me that. I said, I hope you don't put it on the show.
I didn't put the video on the show. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to repeat it. We really do. We really do. But ultimately, I'm so happy for Russell Wilson. I mean, he's been cooking this year. Granted, Denver's record doesn't prove it. I mean, they also lost 70 points.
By 50 points.
50 points. My bad, to Miami.
Yeah.
Like all of those things happen, but Russell Wilson, inside of all of that, has been playing football, and I'm happy for them. What I'm most happy is that they beat Joshua Trevor Allen yesterday in the most incredible way ever to give me the picture that's gonna make me happy for like the rest of the year. This one and this one. I don't think or even this one because listen. But can I even though I hate the Colts, but can I shout them out for giving me this one as well? Because this was as mid. You remember when we were picking the games last week and we're complaining?
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Bruh, did you think that after we picked those games, this is what we'd be looking at? Or
First of all, the Belichick one, this one, bro. I want that on a t-shirt.
I do too,
bro. Yo, okay, so hold on. We put that on t-shirt and put Earth2 Sports Talk on top of it?
Bruh, I promise. Let's do it.
Bro, I'm like, I want that one. So let's do it.
I want it. Yeah, let's do it. Because you see
Send me that pic.
Right. We've been discussing Bill Belichick for a minute, right? We've been discussing the Patriots for a minute. And it finally showed that he's just better at coaching. They shouldn't let him draft. They shouldn't let him handle plays. Just coach. Just go coach.
Yes.
Like that's all you should do.
Yes.
Because explain to me.
Leave the drafting, leave the draft, and
the
managing team. Leave it to professionals. You're not good at it. That man passed on DK Metcalf for N'Keal Harry.
Yo.
That man passed on so many like elite guys for God knows who, because nobody on that team is good.
He was yelling at him on the sideline. And mind you, Mac Jones played for one Nick Saban, who is from the tree. You would think, nah, but he was yelling at him. And then he didn't just yell at him, he yanked him in the fourth quarter, almost no time left in that game. And they put, do you know how embarrassing? Like, just let me fucking finish the game, bro.
2 minutes left.
Let me finish the game.
He
They
gave
took
it
him
to
out. Bailey Zappi.
Bailey. Or
And
Zap
then
Bailey or Billy
you
Zappi.
saw
Which
what
one is
that
it?
man, one of the three. You saw what he did. You saw what he did, right? That last play of the game, which again is the reason we have this. Sorry, this
Mhm.
is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Because why would you fake spike it and just throw it in the middle of the field? Like, no. Throw it outside. At least throw it outside, bro. Like, oh man. Hey, random thought that just hit me right now. I'm so mad that new NFL wants to ban the tush push, right? Because it's working so well. When you remember Tom Brady 4th and 1 or fourth and, or first and goal, second and goal, like goal line stand. How
Yeah.
many times has Tom Brady taken that ball in himself? And now all of a sudden they want to ban the tush push? Come on, man. Like,
First of all, here's the thing. I know where you're going with this, but Tom Brady is like God's like second favorite son. So like, what are you asking for, bro? Bro, I'm just saying, like, you know, like that's God's second favorite son. It's like Jesus Christ, Tom Brady, LeBron James, and Patrick Mahomes.
right.
So, you know, like, of course, listen, once Brady's at the NFL, I'm surprised that they allow guys to sit through the ball, because if they keep allowing to throw the ball, they could pass Brady one day in passing yards. Like,
Right.
you know,
But you know who they should not allow throw the ball, though? Joshua
Mac
Trevor
Jones,
Allen.
Mac
Sorry.
Jones. No, there's a few guys. Mac Jones, Zach Bailey, Joshua Trevor Allen. What do you call
Trevor
it?
Lawrence. No, Trevor Lawrence got his ass kicked, and I felt so bad for him. He got his
First of all,
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, Matt Ryan, Justin Field, Desmond Ritter. You know who they need to give the ball to every single time and let him make a play? Jared Goff.
Can I tell you something? And this is crazy, because Jared Goff knows his. This is what makes people good quarterbacks sometimes, right? You know your personnel. You know you could you could pitch it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's just gonna take a 5-yard slant and take that thing home because he's speedy as fuck. You know your personnel. Jared Goff that plays within his game, because if he sees something he doesn't like, he will turn around and give it to Jahmyr Gibbs, or he would give it to Montgomery, or he would throw that quick slant. I watched the game. There weren't a lot of over the top throws in that game.
Bro. You know who he reminds me of, like on some of those plays. Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow threw like a 10-yard pass that what's him called?
Thomas.
The Thomas took 80 yards.
80 yards, yes.
And it was like, oh my God, his first playoff game threw an 80-yard touchdown. I'm like, bro, I watched the game. It was like a 9-yard pass, bro.
But but ultimately, I like quarterbacks like that just know your personnel.
That know their game.
You know your game. You don't try to do too much. Like the Lions, I don't even know if they're low key nasty. I think
they're low key, bro. They're gonna win that division, and you know, like, and they're gonna be scared for whoever they go against. You know why? Not because they are so much, they are that good, but because when they play well, they can scare anybody in the league.
No, they're beating anybody in the league when they play on it.
They can scare anybody.
They beat the Chiefs game 1.
Yeah. Game 1 Thursday night.
And I remember last season when it felt like they were gonna win everything because they played the Eagles game 1 and went 40 points with the Eagles.
Yeah, and then, you know,
like they can play high score with the best of them. They can grind it out with the best of them.
And even the game,
Drunk. Have you been drinking? Like, just
The name says it all. The name says it
no,
all.
but I just want to know. I would like to know because. But what if? No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing no what if. I'm sorry. I almost did. My bad. I almost did.
Like like it's all fun and games, but let's be for real. Like let's be for real. Like,
Bruh. But like, just what if though? Like, just what if?
bro, this is not multiverse of madness, bro. What do you, yo? I know you. I think we played Spider-Man a little bit into the Spider-Verse. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing that.
What if?
No, you can stop. No, we're not doing this.
Okay, all right.
And guess what? And if it does happen, you can come back to this clip and be like, Wednesday, look how you see. You kept saying, no, yeah, you could do that. I don't care. But we're not doing that right
so
now.
So this is the one that I can clip back and
bro,
send
take your pick, bro. Yeah, this the one. Yes, because again, if that happens, please take that clip, put it everywhere. I don't care what you do with it. Make it go viral. Do whatever you want with it, and to make me look as dumb as possible.
Nah, you can't look dumb because again, I don't think you can look dumb. It's just it's a big what if because there's a possibility it can happen. There's a very slim possibility it can happen,
bro.
But it's just also like it can almost never happen. Yeah, I know.
You look at Texans, right? It's all fun and games. He just tried to play.
It is.
It's all great. Now imagine one of these big motherfuckers, is coming at him. Imagine Michael Parsons, have to take down, have to come at this guy. Michael Parsons got to run through the offensive line, bro. Imagine Aaron Donald, bro. Again, it's all fun and game for now, but
it is.
Yeah.
All right, man. We, I just also wanted to laugh at Josh Allen, because that pick. Let me tell you. Because they criticized Lamar Jackson for making a lot of dumb mistakes, but that pick with 45 seconds left in the first half was the most unnecessary throw I've ever seen in my life. Because I'm watching the game, and it was after he did that I was like, I don't need to watch the rest of this game again because I just knew it was like, oh, the script is in, they're losing. Wetson, did you see it? It was so there was no reason. No reason,
bro. One thing Josh Allen is going to do is throw an unnecessary pick. Like that's something he's going to do every single time, bro. Oh, I missed the game. Because I went to watch Hunger Games. So.
Oh, how was that,
bro?
It was like that.
It was like that. It was like that. Like
tell your wife she's welcome.
But bro, you caught me off guard. Caught me off guard on that one because I was like, yo, yeah. Because bro, first of all, no, it got me like. It had some moments. I'm like, yo, this is low key emotional, but also I'm like, damn, this is fire. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm like, no, I'm like, yo, I'm watching. I'm like, yo, they had a couple of things. I'm like, yo, they make you feel like, as you're sitting there watching, it's like, yo, they put you in there, like so.
Oh,
but yeah,
I gotta take the women to go see that one.
Yeah,
yeah. If it wasn't in New York at 8:30, I would have probably made the move.
Yeah,
but it's
8:30. But even then, it took a while because like they had like even before the game, they had like trivia beforehand. They had dudes from T100 there.
Get out of here, man,
bro. They had like when I tell you, bro, moving it started to like Jesus, like after 9 or so.
You're lying.
Bro.
Great decision. Then I hope you have fun,
bro.
This is funny that I've seen right. Changing Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator because this is in response to Drunk right now. Bills offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey fired.
What did Drunk say?
No, Drunk was like he's seen Bills fans calling for them to draft another receiver. Like look, how much help does he need? How much help does he need?
All right. See.
This is my second favorite Bills picture ever. It's Stephon Diggs just looking at somebody else celebrating on their way to the Super Bowl.
Bro, like...
Oh, man. Oh,
the receivers are the problem. The receivers are the problem. The problem is
Josh Allen should throw it and catch it to himself.
The problem is you have an overrated quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And not overrated in terms of talent, but in terms of, production. Because as good as he could be just as bad. And that's annoying. Like,
right. It is really annoying. Anyway, let's get into Wetson, you actually won last week. Even though it was such a shitty, low scoring But
And I
guess
and
what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what?
Mhm.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Wetson actually used Pujols last
First
week.
of all,
Like, can we clap for him?
First of all, that's like 3 weeks in a row. So
That's
or
2-2,
2 weeks,
bro.
2 weeks
Look
in a
at
row.
you,
Okay,
2-0. Like you,
I
who are you?
bet.
The
So
Raiders,
I
the
bet. Let's
Vegas, the
go.
Vegas Wetsons. Like,
Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of that, I need to go. I need a trip to Vegas.
all right, so let's get into you're not. Listen, I'll leave that one alone. Anyways, let's get into our picks for the week. Look at this. Finally, we get a really
good Thursday night
good
game.
Thursday night football game, because this one isn't just a win or lose situation. This is also about, like, I think, the division.
And also the two quarterbacks that we know that we've been comparing and talking trash about and praising all on Thursday night.
This is gonna be funny because if Baltimore loses this one, you already know where I'm going. So I don't even know why I need to.
And
tell
you know where I'm going. So
okay, bet. Say
so
less.
like that's what's happening. So
all right, we are. I feel like there was no need to even call this one out.
No.
So we're done with NFL Europe for now. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland. I might regret it because Pittsburgh.
I want to take Pittsburgh, but I don't trust Pittsburgh like at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Pittsburgh.
Wow, the first two picks. This is the first time on this show. Let me pull out stats. This is the first time on this show that we've done our first two picks are different. I'm just saying.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another time on this show where we all pick the home team, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna start going back through the stats. We're gonna be stat people soon. Okay. Chicago is back, and they're at Detroit. That's the easy one for me.
Detroit is the best team in that division, and probably the third best team in the conference. So
right,
yeah.
Chargers at Green Bay. Oh man, I remember when Drunk said the Chargers got to win 2 games. Was it Chargers got to win 2 games before he picks them again.
I'm gonna go Chargers because Green Bay hasn't proven nothing this season. They haven't done nothing. They've just been So I'm gonna go Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers, man. I do want to go Green Bay, but I'm gonna go Chargers. I think it's the obvious choice.
I love this game.
Vegas at Miami. Oh, I got Miami. I got Miami, bro. I know what you want to do, and it's an exciting pick if you do it. I think you should do it.
That's what I want to do.
I think you should do it.
I'm not stupid, bro. Come on now, like
because don't you think a team playing high could win, especially because Miami didn't play last week?
No, things though. No, I believe Vegas defense can actually give Miami some problems in terms of getting to Tua. But the problem is their offense cannot score enough because Miami can score quickly and in multiple ways. So
right.
That's why I'm gonna go Miami. But damn, I want to pick that. Vegas would have been like,
it looks,
you know what?
Good. It looks
maybe
good.
Maybe on FanDuel I throw some money on Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. I might do that. Do that.
Yeah.
New York at Washington.
That's a stupid game. I hate this game. I pick Washington.
Wow, not you picking Washington. I thought you were gonna pick New York. Because,
why would I do that?
I mean, didn't you pick New York the week? Never mind, man. All right, Dallas at Carolina. Oh, I got Dallas, bro. But then again,
seriously,
the fact that it took Dallas that long to score in that New York team is very questionable.
Seriously, you think it's questionable to pick Dallas over Carolina?
I mean, who knows, man?
Bro, Bryce Young is going to throw 3 interceptions, and he's going to be like 2 of them is going to be a pick 6.
I'm going Jacksonville in this one because I should have went Tampa Bay with you last week. My heart told me to go Tampa Bay, but I thought maybe Derrick Henry and Butterboy were going to do something for me. But
yeah. I'm going to take Jacksonville on this one too. I think they got more weapons, and I'm hoping Travis Etienne run through them and get like 2 touchdowns and 150 yards more.
Okay. Arizona at Houston. This kind of is a almost good game though.
It's not. Houston's better, and Houston's going to win.
I mean, Kyler did come back, but I think
They
they're
also
tanking,
they,
so
they
it
also
doesn't
beat
matter.
Atlanta. They also beat Atlanta, and
True,
Atlanta
true.
Atlanta will find a way to lose. That's one thing they're good at.
No.
Although for the first time all season, by week 10, Arthur Smith finally let Bijan Robinson play football.
Oh
So
my God,
yeah,
please.
only took 10 weeks. So
Right. Well, I didn't. I'm not gonna ask you about this one. I'm just gonna write down who I think you're gonna pick. Um, the Jets at Buffalo.
you don't know
By the
who.
way, I skipped Tampa Bay for you on that one. I know you're going Buffalo.
Okay, cool. So you know that pick too. Yeah,
I kind of like. You know what? It's the Jets. It's in Buffalo. Never mind. Seattle at the Rams. I like Seattle.
I like Seattle for that one.
Um,
That's a terrible Sunday night game, but
Minnesota at Denver.
yeah,
Is it?
it is. It sucks.
I'm going Denver, bro. Go ahead, Joshua Dobbs, right?
Yeah, Joshua Dobbs.
Wait, you're going Joshua going 3 for 3?
What happened?
You think Joshua Dobbs is gonna go 3 for 3?
Possibly because Denver plays. 1 week they're amazing, the next week they suck. So
Bro, can I just commend whoever made this fucking schedule for this week? Because you start us off with Thursday night, Cincinnati at Baltimore, and then you end the week with
with
Philly at
Philadelphia at
Kansas City.
Kansas City,
Bruh. High
you know
five to
what?
whoever made this fucking
Bro, you know what, bro? They could have skipped like so many games in the middle, like
mhm,
they could have skipped
mhm.
so many games if they start that Thursday like that way and ending on that Monday. Everything in the middle could be whatever, bro.
Whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
who you got?
Damn.
I know.
Ooh,
You
that's
think Philly's? I like Philly. I think Philly gets their revenge, but it's not gonna matter because they got to make it to the Super Bowl anyways.
I think Kansas City come back after the way they've been playing, and I think that bye week is gonna wake him up. Maybe Travis Kelce will remember how to play football again, but yeah, I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Wow, look at that. We started off the week picking separate teams, and we ended the week picking separate teams.
Yeah,
For me,
the first two picks, the last two picks, we were no, actually no,
right? Yeah, the
yeah,
first one,
yeah,
the
yeah,
last two.
that's
Yeah,
two, yeah,
Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit, Chargers, Miami, Washington, Dallas, Jacksonville, Houston, San Francisco, Buffalo, Seattle, Denver, Philly. For you, Cincy, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Chargers, Miami, Washington, Denver. I'm sorry, Washington, Dallas, Jacksonville, Houston, San Fran, Buffalo, Seattle, Minnesota, and Kansas City.
yeah,
That is our picks for the week. Are we gonna run through a
yeah.
quick I bet, say less.
Oh,
We're gonna do some odds real quick.
bro. Oh, bro, I ignored doctor's orders about the whole not lifting thing
And
because
you
of the
you lifted.
ligament.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Bro, what am I gonna do? Not lift, bro? Come on, like,
Absolutely not lift, bruh.
and do
Absolutely.
what?
Watch football. Anyway, Cincinnati, Cincinnati and Baltimore. The spread is 4. Cincinnati's money line is plus 170. Baltimore is minus 200. The over under is 44.
Spread and over.
Spread and the over.
Yeah,
I'll do money line and under. I think defense wins that game.
yeah. I think since people put up 27 and Baltimore put up at least 23. So
What is our 1 o'clock game that we're trying to pick?
1 o'clock game. Um, Pittsburgh and Cleveland might be the best one
Damn.
because Vegas and Miami, I don't really think it's gonna be that good actually.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You're right.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh and Cleveland. The spread is 4.5. Money line for Pittsburgh is plus 165. Cleveland is negative 200. Over under is 37.5. I like defense in that one, so I'm going under and I'm going money line. Wow, I did that twice.
I like the over.
37.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like it because I'm like I think because Cleveland because what they put up on Sunday.
30 was it 30 points? Yeah, I think
Let me
20.
see.
Hold on, let me see.
Something like that's what I was looking. I'm like, yo, on Sunday, Cleveland. They put up 33 on Sunday.
Yeah, they put up 30 points. Yeah. So
So
you
I'm
think
like,
you might have it though. That's crazy. We picked the first two games and I'm guessing we're gonna do the last two, obviously, because
yeah,
yeah. Minnesota and Den so you going over, just over for Pittsburgh, right?
yeah, I'm going over in money line.
Okay. Denver and Minnesota, the spread, 1.5. Money line for Minnesota is plus 110. Money line for Denver is minus 130. I like this spread. The over under is 43. I like the over on that one. I will go spread and over.
I'll take spread and under.
Wow. Okay. That is a good under. I like the over 43. I think they both do it. Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. Spread is 2.5. Money line for the Eagles is 115. Kansas City is minus 135. Over under is 49. I think you wanted them to go high, right?
Yeah.
I'll do the under and I'll do the spread. And you want over and what else?
Um,
Or just over?
the over in the money line.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is a wrap on that. And I'm not sure. I think that is a wrap on the show, right?
Do we have anything for basketball? I don't remember. We talked about.
Can we finally fire Ron Rivera? I do more Sundays. I mean, yo, I think they're gonna let him finish the season out. I think at this point,
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
they
Like,
shouldn't, but I think it's 7 weeks left, right? Where we
yeah.
at? Yeah, I
Damn,
think
there's
it's I
7
think
weeks left,
yeah,
bro.
7 weeks left.
I'm not happy about this. All right, so
I think they're gonna let him finish the season out. It's unfortunate,
but
but
at
I
this
think they're
point,
gonna
like,
let him finish the season out.
at this point, is it like it's like, is it that that much of a concern? Because it's like Washington's not going nowhere. They're not going to
Yeah,
win that
you
division.
know what the
So
team is. Yeah, you know what the
yeah,
team is.
so
Unless you plan on running the table. Yeah,
yeah, so I'm like, like I said, might as well let him finish it out, and then start bring you next year.
yeah,
As soon as
and then
as soon as he's done, be like, you know what, bro? Thanks for your services. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think it's a wrap on the show.
yeah, man.
Well, what do you have for basketball? I mean, the in season tournament is a thing. Listen, my brain hasn't really programmed basketball yet until like honestly, I promise you, until the All-Star game. Then I start to actually now I go back and watch clips from the rest of the season because now I want to see who is going somewhere, who
The
isn't.
thing is, like basketball for me is like ball is life, bro. So, like, so for me, I was telling my friend, I'm like, if I'm sitting, if I'm driving by my car, I see like 4 kids at the park playing basketball. I'm gonna stop and I might just stop and just watch people play ball. Like
Wow.
for me, basketball is
Not
that's
you
it,
being so starved for basketball. Not you being so starved for basketball that you're gonna watch kids play basketball
bro.
just
It's
because.
basketball, bro. Like I'm not, and the thing is, because I watch so much of it, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm pretty good at judging early. I'm like, all right, cool. You don't do this, and then I'm like, so again, ball is life for me. So yeah, I definitely.
You think Anthony? You think you can run the table? Because who y'all got this week? I mean, I feel like y'all got an easy because again, we said that when they came to play New York because there was no Daniel Jones. When they came up here to play New York, I felt like they were gonna win. There was no Daniel Jones and it was Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
They play for 500 grand, my guy.
Yeah, I mean,
More money than I make a year. So she.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. I really, really enjoyed this show. I can't wait for next week's show, next week's NFL, because again, this is to me, I was the funny thing is I was on this part where I think we had discussed this later. I was like, damn, the NFL is not really like, looking really great. It's a spread of teams and teams here.
Yeah.
But like last week showed, like, I think after the Hollywood strike and the writers have come in and they finally started to write good scripts again.
I told somebody this like yesterday. I was like, yo, thank God the strike is over, because as soon as the writers came in, they came out with a bang. I'm like,
they came out with a banger last week. Last week, so I can't wait to see what the next episode is.
Bro, I'm like, they came out with a banger. I'm like, you see, and then I'm like, do you remember the season where they had like replacement refs for like the first that was
12 fun.
I'm like,
that was fucking fun, bro.
That's what NFL has felt like, bro. It felt like the replacement ref. They have no idea what they're writing, bro.
Right.
But now, as soon as the writers came back, like they're like, scripts. And they be thinking about it. They be watching, but like, I could fix it with just like with 2 plays. I could fix this game.
Because if you told me Jabba would come in and do what he did last week, play great, and then make you want to pull your hair out in the same game, I'd be like, you're lying. But someone had to write that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So they came out there like, they had these ideas in mind. So as soon as they came in, they're like, all right, here, don't worry. You know what?
We were looking at this week and saying, oh, this is why are we wasting our time? Honestly, the 4:00 games did not disappoint at all.
No. The only game that was disappointing was the Dallas and Giants. That was a terrible game.
Right, that was terrible.
But outside of that, pretty good. Outside of that, 4:00 games actually,
because Washington played all the way down. The Sunday night game, I guess you could have skipped that one because that was trash. No, it was trash from both teams. But then we were looking at Monday night and we're, this is about to be a blowout for because you're flying into Buffalo, bro. Like, you have no chance,
bro. Listen,
and I think that was honestly that was the best game of the week.
I think I told you, bro. I've been to Buffalo. I don't get why people. But I don't want to go again, bro. I might have to go again because work might send me there because they need somebody there. But like, I hate that whole, bro. When I tell you, it's a terrible place to just like drive by, bro. You know, sometimes you drive, there's a decent view of something. There's not that over there. It's just like abandoned houses and KFCs, bro. Like, it's like their downtown is a joke.
Dang. Anyways, y'all, thank you for the downtown is a joke. CJ Stroud, MVP, bruh. I don't understand. I understand that I don't understand.
Houston would have to win, like for real, for him to to be like considered really.
Right.
Because if he plays well, but they don't actually win games, a lot of times.
Yeah, they don't usually do that.
Yeah, so it's like they're gonna want the wins. They're gonna want some kind of dominance. Like right now, that it's looking good in terms of numbers, but they're gonna want some kind of dominance from the team as a whole.
But if he does 3 more comeback wins, I can see him like really, really in that conversation. Because what was it? Tampa Bay last week. He needs 3 more comeback wins, and to play and then he could probably be in that conversation for real. But yeah, I've been trying to sign out for like 30 minutes. I'm signing out for real now. All right, thank you. We will catch you next week. Peace.
I'm Lamar Jackson guy. That's my guy. I believe in him, and I'll take him in every fourth quarter situation from here until the end of it.
I don't need security, bitch. I keep that Draco when I step. Niggas bitches, they'll talk about you, but never say how they feel. Fuck a gang, and if you walk with me, don't count, just keep it real. I ain't gonna speak on what I did, his ass know how that hot shit feel. Leave him stainless with the steel. Bro, them head shit for real. Call no shots, but if you fuck with me, little boy, I get you killed. Who you killed, bitch, be for real. Bitch, we winning in that field. All that nigga do is rap, his ass ain't never